Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your weekly Bitcoin analysis for the week of Monday, May 18th, 2026. This is a weekly chart. I could spend a lot of time on this chart describing previous moves. We did top out earlier. Well, it was in October, actually, of last year, and started in July of last year. We spent several months testing this full wave, full swing, A minus B, 21 high, minus 22 low. You add that back to the 21 high, and you've got an area where the market reaches a sense of balance and equilibrium. It's an inherent resistance point. We fell away from it. Our target at the time was this rising channel bottom. Or channel top rather, that we tested obviously and then collapsed below. The sell signal that occurred in January back below this, that was significant, actually correlated with an even more significant channel structure. I'm going to get rid of this now. High time I do that. At 93,939. This is a climbing, a 3-year channel bottom. We settled below in January, set off a significant sell signal at the time. And now it looks like we may be in reach of 93,939 again over the next few months. I'm going to get to that in a moment. But our target, following the settlement in January below this structure, was the low 60,000 area, the 61,889. This is a channel that goes back to this 2017 high. So this is a 9-year structure, 8.5, 9-year structure at 61,889. I consider this to be the base of long-term support for Bitcoin. We could bottom out here through the year into next and continue higher. We came close to reaching it back in February, but not quite. And now we're trading up. And in fact, it was the settlement about a month ago above this 73,791 to 74,412 area. A couple of significant highs and lows going back to March of 24 and April of 25. We closed above it 5 weeks ago, and at the time indicating, and I still think this is true, within 2 to 3 months from now, or a couple of months from now, this 93,939 area in reach, we could fall back into this zone of support over the next few weeks. There is a rising, I'm going to zoom in now, this rising channel top that we've pushed through significantly the last 2 weeks, but we've yet to close above it. And if we were to close this week, Friday, above 81,376, I think that is the pull-away factor to the upside. By the end of June or sooner, I would expect this 93,939, where we could top out through summer into autumn trade and fall away. We could top out through the third quarter and fall back. I'll take us back to this. We could top out here through the third quarter and fall away. And by the end of the year, actually find ourselves once again in what is now the low 60s, soon to be in the upper 60s as we move into later year. And I think that is the framework. If we were to close above 93,939, then we're looking for the full wave again around 122, et cetera. But we're a long way from that right now. Let's go back to the downside, which is to say, what if we close in the next few weeks below 73,791? Then I think we are likely within a month or two to finally test the 61,889, this 8.5, 9-year channel bottom, able to contain selling through 27, really. From here, we can round up. But if we were in the next few months to close below 61,889, I think that is a significant event for Bitcoin. I think it relegates Bitcoin increasingly to kind of a second-class level of a speculative a trade. It may already have been there anyway for some time, but what I mean by that is its image is tarnished, and it doesn't have the luster, so to speak, that it once had, and we could continue. Technically speaking, if we close below 61,089, I would anticipate within a full year or less this 15,000 to 19,000 region, these old highs and lows. I just think that this is where that market would go over the course of the following full year. But we're not there, and there's no point in spending a lot of time there. I do think the low 60s is a firm floor of support for Bitcoin that can contain selling through the rest of the year and even well into next. I'm going to leave it at that for this week's Bitcoin analysis. You have a great week.